time for the Straight Up Wrestling Show.
What's up, everybody? It's HBT with Straight Up Wrestling Show, guys. Here live, man. Hey, AEW Collision just came on. I know that it was on a little bit earlier. What's going on, Lucas? I see you in the house. What's going on? It was on a little bit earlier, but it didn't come on TV because we had the basketball game going on, the basketball playoffs. And this right here is basically I don't think it's live. Yeah, it's definitely not live. The show has already happened. But we are watching right now. You got Claudio Castagnoli in the ring. I'm not exactly sure who his opponent is, but he's way bigger than this guy. And yeah, I was just gonna come on and talk about a little bit of wrestling, man. Talk about some of the things that's going on right now in wrestling. Really I was gonna do AEW Collision. I was gonna do that earlier. But I see that the NWA, but NBA stayed on a little bit after the game. I did watch the basketball game tonight, which was a very good game. And I was going to do AEW Collision, but it actually came on a little bit later than what I thought it would. So I'm going to be here for probably a little while for this show. Then I'm going to get off, guys, and I'll just probably come on and talk to you guys some tomorrow. But I am on here right now. And like I said, I got my man Lucas in the house. I see Will Rally Sport is in the house. What's going on, Will Rally Sport? Good to see you, buddy. All right. Guys, give me a minute here. All right. Yeah, I'm not as sure exactly who this guy is in the ring right now going against Claudio Castagnoli. I have an idea, but I don't want to put the wrong name out there. I'm just relaxing here in my bedroom and just checking this thing out. And since I saw Collision coming on, I decided to put the background here as AEW Collision. Okay. But yeah, wrestling right now, man, I just don't know. Let me see if I can get some comments here. All right. Lucas said, don't send a link tonight because I'm about to go to sleep. Okay, that's cool. All right, Will Rally Sports says, hi, Harry. Will says, God, this collision is lots of what? Give me just a moment here. It's late for me. It's 4:30 a.m. Here in UK. Yes. So did y'all have a basketball game over there in the UK? All right. Did you see Mariah? No. Did you see Mariah May is leaving AEW? I did see that. Will Rally Sport and going to WWE. Thoughts she did great work with Tony Storm, didn't she? Yes, she did. But she has been wanting to go to the WWE. So hey, she is taking a chance, and that's where she's going. She is on the way. She's definitely going to WWE, and I hope the WWE is able to do something with her. To tell you the truth, real Will Rally Sport, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. We never know if that's going to happen or not. All right. Lucas said I'm relaxing. My bedroom too, just letting you know. Don't send a link tonight because I am going to sleep at 12 a.m. It's all good, Lucas. Oh, nice. Oh, nice move there by whoever this dude is. Oh, it's Commander. I thought that's who that might have been, but I wasn't sure. Jamie Slagle's in the house. What's going on? My brother Jamie is here. Says HBT. What's up, Jamie? Yeah, this Commander, man. Yeah, Commander can do some pretty good moves, but hey, him against Claudio Castagnoli, we know that's a mismatch. And you talking about somebody who should be the AEW World Champion, Claudio Castagnoli. Oh, he caught him. Nice backbreaker from Claudio Castagnoli. Another one. 3 times, man. That's not good. Commander, he kicked out. What do you like better, AEW or WWE? Lucas says, wow, Lucas. That's a hard one, man. That's a hard one. Right now, I guess I got to go with the WWE, to tell you the truth. But I'm not sure about WWE right now. WWE is just, oh gosh. Let's just put it this way. I think wrestling all around is really not a good product. That's just being straight up, Lucas. That's being straight up. But hey, gotta watch it though. Gotta watch it, and we're hoping that it gets better. All right, what's up, Richard? My man Richard Hood is in the house. What's up, man? Richard said, 12 gauge, all right. 12 gauge pro wrestling is in the building. My man Rocky Shaw says, yo, I think that's Rocky Shaw. All right. Jamie says, chilling, bro. Started the third season of The Mandalorian. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. All right, Lucas says, Milky Way cookie. Hello, HBT. Lucas, you smart cookie. Man, Claudio Castagnoli. And yeah, I heard they had a very good pay-per-view. I think, last weekend? That's not shocking. That's what AEW does. They have great pay-per-views. They've been having great pay-per-views since they started. As far as putting together great shows, Tony Khan is very good at that, but it's his weekly TV shows, which is what needs work, guys. Definitely needs work on his weekly television shows. I heard this AEW Collision is pretty good. I heard it's better than Dynamite. I heard Collision is really good. So I really need to check out the product and see what's going on. But, hey, I can't take people's word from it. That's what I'm hearing from other podcasters. But I can't take their word for it, man. I really can't. Because, they'll say something and then I go and I check it out. It's nothing like they say it is. So, wow, he missed that. Claudio's about to finish him off, guys. Front face plant. That was it. I get a match 1.5 stars. Stephanie Vaquer is now officially on Raw and straight into a Money in the Bank qualifier versus Liv Morgan. God almighty versus Ivy. Now, I think Vaquer will win that match. And maybe the Money in the Bank match. She's awesome. Not sure if you've seen her much. Yeah, I have. She's great. She's outstanding. There's no doubt about that. All right, that is my man Rocky Shaw said it is. Rocky said June 7th, come see us in Rome, Georgia. June 7th? Oh, gosh, man. Sorry about that, Rocky. I have a cousin's birthday. My first cousin's birthday tomorrow. So that's a big birthday thing. Already done agreed to that. So definitely can't do that, man. But I will come to one of your shows soon, though. Most definitely. Appreciate the invite, though. All right. Will Rally Sports says Commander is really good, Harry. Probably the best luchador in AEW. In my opinion, very athletic wrestler. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I agree. I definitely agree. Will Rally Sports says, just to let you know, yes. Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, Rally Sport. All right. Richard, Harry, this new wrestling is terrible. Yes. They are making a mockery of business. I agree. I'm not putting it on the wrestlers. I'm not putting it on the wrestlers at all. And the reason I say that is because, I'm part, I booked a couple companies, indie shows. And it's not on the wrestlers. It's on the promoters. It's on bookers. It's on people writing storylines. That's who it's on. It's on all the suits. That's who are messing up wrestling. The wrestlers are usually trying to do what they're telling them to do. And when they see things are not working, the wrestlers try to take things in their own hand. They try to go into business for themselves, or go into business as much as they can, as much as Triple H or Tony Khan or whoever else is in charge will let them. And that is a very bad idea. Very bad idea from my experience. of booking, and from what I've seen so far here out on the pro wrestling scene, even though it's on the indie scene, it's a bad idea to start taking a lot of wrestlers' different opinions and letting them go out there and do what they want to do, because, man, it can get pretty nutty. It can get pretty nutty. There's only a few wrestlers, in my opinion, ever that really had their hand on booking and knew exactly what they was doing when it came to booking and storytelling. Not a few, I mean, not many, only a few that was actually professional wrestlers that was in a ring a lot. Now, when I'm looking at bookers who really didn't wrestle a lot, just were probably in the ring every now and then, but I'm talking about wrestlers who wrestled a lot. It's not many of them outside of Dusty Rhodes, Ernie Ladd, maybe Bill Dundee. But outside of them, Bill Watts, outside of probably about a handful, those are the only guys that was really good at booking. Not many guys, like I said, not many guys that wrestled pretty much full time was good at booking, coming up with great storylines. So yeah, I never trust that. And always here on the indie scene, I have more and more people that want to do their own, call their own shots and go in the ring and do things. Not a good idea. See about still trying to get used to these transition glasses, guys. Let me see if I can read this thing over here. Okay, I'm having trouble with it. Who he is? There's a good women's match later. Sky Blue versus Mina Shirakawa. It's time that they have ever wrestled. Should be good. Yeah, should be a good match. I love Mina Shirakawa. It's Mina Shakira, I think. Mina, I like Mina, and I like Sky Blue. But Rally Sports says amazed if Claudio loses this match. Yeah, I would have been amazed too. Richard says, Harry, Jamar Charlo won tonight, and Caleb Plant lost tonight. Wow, for real? Wow. Yeah, I'm shocked that Caleb Plant lost, but Jamar Charlo, oh, well, that's good. That's good to hear. Rally Sports says June the 7th, okay. Busy wrestling, day Money in the Bank, and Triple A versus NXT Worlds Collide pay-per-view on that day. Just to let you know, Harry. Yes. That's going to be a big day next week. Richard Hood said Ole Anderson was good at booking. Yeah, Ole Anderson. Forgot about Ole Anderson. One of the best at booking. And for some reason, there's a lot of people today, especially in the IWC, International Wrestling Community, or whatever you want to call it, online, internet wrestling community. I don't know what they want to call it. But a lot of people out here who grew up watching WWE and things like that, even my partner, Christopher Burton, they all try to put down Ole Anderson because what he said about Undertaker. The Undertaker would never make a dime in the business or whatever. But these people not understanding all the other contributions that Ole Anderson, not just Ole Anderson being part of the greatest tag team that's ever done it, in my opinion, the Anderson brothers. Ole Anderson put together the Road Warriors. The Ole Anderson did a lot of great booking. Ole Anderson is responsible for Tommy Rich. Ole Anderson is responsible for Mr. Wrestling 2, the big, him becoming as big as he did. Tony Atlas. I mean, so many different people. Thunderbolt Patterson that Ole Anderson built up. Man, he deserves a lot of credit for the success for the success of wrestling in the 70s and 80s. Ole Anderson, it's not too many people that you can put above him as far as what he was able to do as far as wrestling. One of the best bookers of all time is Ole Anderson. Definitely top 3 in my opinion. But I really didn't think about that, Richard, but I appreciate that. But yeah, definitely one of the top 3, man. Richard, Ole Anderson was good at booking. Yes, sir. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna try to get into this right here, and then and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about Raw, talk a little bit about SmackDown, what WWE is doing, and how WWE is sabotaging AEW's big day, the All In. You know, man, it's crazy. What's going on in wrestling today is flat out crazy, guys. Okay, Richard Hood says Ole Anderson put the NWA title on Ric Flair. Well, I know he had a big hand in it, but when it boils down to it, that was Jim Crockett, because he was the president of the NWA. It's not just that. I mean, outside of, I think Ted DiBiase was getting some votes, but Ric Flair, pretty much Jim Crockett, and of course Ole Anderson was involved in that too. They figured Ric Flair could carry it, and they was right, 100%. So, but Ole Anderson had a big hand in that. I agree with you on that, Richard. Man, I love Trent Beretta. I really do. And Roger Strong is a really good wrestler too. Oh, okay. This guy right here, what is his name? Takashita. He's outstanding. He really is. Don Callis. What in the world did he hit this dude with? But Trent Beretta is outstanding competitor. Okay, they wrestling Roger Strong and Kyle O'Reilly. This should be a good matchup here. So you got Trent Beretta and okay. What in the world? Oh, it's a six-man. All right, good night to you too, Lucas. I'm going to sleep now. Okay, Lucas, have a good night. Okay, definitely have a good night. Get plenty of rest. But man, let's talk a little bit about WWE. WWE Raw this past weekend, it was okay. I mean, it was pretty good. It's pretty good. We did go live for that. We didn't go live for SmackDown. SmackDown was okay. I saw some of SmackDown. Didn't see all of it. It was from Tennessee. They was at Rocky Top, so they was at Tennessee University. It was okay. What really cracked me up and what really bugged me about it, though, is you had the Y6 come out. When I first started watching it, you had the Street Profits out there, and they was talking. You had the Street Profits, and the Street Profits had, who did they have come out? Street Profits had Axiom come out. Axiom and Nathan Fraser. Axiom came out, and pretty much it was what they call themselves, Faxium, something like that. But Nathan Fraser and Axiom come out to confront them. So, but you had the Street Profits in there talking about, hey, this is the greatest tag team division in wrestling and everything. And I'm looking at this whole situation. I'm looking at it. I'm like, what tag team division over there in SmackDown or wrestling in general? What company has a great tag team division? I'm really waiting to see, or really trying to figure this out. But you had Fraxium come out to confront them, and then after they came out, you had the Motor City Machine Guns came out and joined the fray, and then you had three teams in, and then Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa showed up, so they came and joined in. So you had four tag teams, and they said, okay, all the four top tag teams in the WWE is in the ring all together. Next thing you know, the lights went out. But hey, this is all predictable. I could tell what was going to happen. Knew the Y6 was going to show up. The lights go out. Y6 comes into the ring. They turn on the lights. We see it's Y6. Next thing you know, Y6 is grabbing all these guys, beat up all four teams. Just beat them up, destroyed them. And all I can do is think back to when Y6 left the first time, when they pretty much took the Y6 out, took him off TV. Y6 was getting laid out by AOP, Karrion Kross and AOP. Beating the living daylights out of AOP was beating the living daylights out of the Y6. They left him laying twice. Next thing you know, Y6 is off TV. And now we got AOP. They basically out. You know, they're gone. But you bring Y6 back, instead of building them up slowly, having them destroy teams one by one, you having them jump your best teams and destroy them. I don't understand that, guys. It blows my mind what they're doing. Straight up. I mean, straight up. It blows my mind what they're doing. But, you know, that don't make no kind of sense. And then you look at what the WWE is doing. They got Money in the Bank next week. Didn't we just get finished with a Backlash just a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago? And then we're looking right at another premium live event. We're looking at Money in the Bank. Man, why can't they give it time to breathe? You can't build up stories because you don't give nobody time to breathe. Mind-blowing, guys. And WrestleMania wasn't that long ago, which wasn't a great WrestleMania. Man. I just don't know. I really don't know. But WWE needs help. And one of the guys I listened to online, King Mike, what he was saying, wrestling is lost. And in my opinion, I believe it is too. It pretty much is. And once again, like I said, I don't blame the wrestlers at all. Can't blame the wrestlers. I blame it on the people that's running the business. 100%. 100%, guys. See something, man. This is kind of crazy here. Wow. Now I can see everything on full screen now. Let me check this thing out. Check this thing out, guys. But yeah, I need to put the comments on the screen if I'm going to do this. I definitely like it. But I definitely need to put the comments on the screen. I'm going to go like this. Goodness sake. Hard-hitting match. You got Ishii in there going at it with Takeshita. Well, Takesha. Nice. Okay. Put that knee up. Low blow. Low blow. All right. Judge says you're doing a great job, School. Appreciate that, Judge. Definitely appreciate that. I don't know. I guess I get at 2 stars. I just don't know about that. The Don Callis family definitely looking good. But one thing I'll say about AEW right now, and from what I'm seeing, AEW Collision, it's looking better than the presentation that you get AEW Dynamite. So I will agree with my friends on that. It look like Collision may have the better show. And actually, AEW Collision is actually looking like wrestling. WWE right now, in my opinion, the WWE looks like the WWE looks like American Gladiators right now, guys. It looks like American Gladiators. And I saw that a few weeks back when they was in Greenville, South Carolina, my hometown, and we went to the show. And I'm sitting there looking at the show, and it just looked like somebody putting on a big circus, man. It really did. I hated to say that. I'm sitting there and I'm looking. We in the first match, and Christopher Burton, the People's Podcaster, my podcast partner, he said, Harry, what you think about the show so far? And man, I had this uneasy feeling. I'm like, wow, man, it really does. It looks like, to me, it looks like American Gladiators or some kind of circus or something like that. And once again, like I said, I hate to say that. Really hate to say that. Yeah, I hear you. Judge says Ishii looks like a puffy fish, but he's strong, though. Yes, he's very strong. Man, tough, just tough. One of the toughest guys probably in the business. I mean, especially right now, but probably one of the toughest guys in the business within the last 30 years. Judge says the whole AEW has stepped up. Yes, it has. They definitely look like, hey, they are going for it, and they're trying to be wrestling. They are presenting wrestling. When the WWE right now, I can't really say they're presenting us with wrestling, guys. It's something different right now, and I have to say that TKO Holdings, I definitely think TKO Holdings and Endeavor is in the ear of not Tony Khan. They are in the ear of Triple H. Hate to say that. Judge says that's why we're booking multiple shows around all Indiana. WWE not focusing on their product, on All In. I mean, Judge says that's why WWE booking multiple shows around All In. WWE not focusing on their product. I agree, Judge. I agree. They basically sabotaging, trying to sabotage All In. Because look, like I was talking to People's Podcaster today, talking to Christopher Burton a little bit earlier today, and I'm like, look, man, the WWE, they have to do what they're trying to do as far as the way they're going about attacking AEW. They have to do it that way because they have to grab AEW's fans or the fans of TNA or whoever else is out there. They have to grab those fans because wrestling is not building any new fans. They're not. And their fan base is going down as far as their ratings is going down. So they have to. Well, let me get this off the screen. See my man Mag Magnum's in the house. What's up, Mag? Get this off the screen, man. But Judge, they have to try to build an audience by taking away AEW. They want to wipe it off. They want to wipe it off the map. And that way they can pretty much steal their fans or get some of them. Because one thing about wrestling fans, like I was telling my friend Earl, and I was telling Chris a little bit earlier. Wrestling fans are passionate, and if their favorite wrestling company is not out there, they're going to go to the next best thing, or they're going to go to the next thing. So a lot of those fans will come over and they'll watch WWE because it's there. And a lot of those AEW fans are former WWE fans anyway, but they'll go back over and watch WWE because they have no other alternative besides maybe they have a big indie presence in their area or whatever. But most of them are going to go over and watch the WWE. So they're trying to wipe AEW off the map, man. Straight up. There's no ins, ands, or buts about that. That's what they're trying to do. All right, my man Mag Magnum is in the building. What's up, Mag? Good to see you tonight. All right, Mag says, Greens Harry and Straight Up Wrestling Universe just got in from a night of shooting some pool. Do you play pool, Harry? Yes, I used to play all the time, Mag. Used to play all the time. Haven't played in years, though. Haven't played in years, man. But hey, there is a game room. There's a game room out, Mag. That's in not too far from my house, probably about 35 minutes from my house. Well, 35 to maybe 37, 38 minutes. And it has pool tables galore, has about every ping pong table that you can imagine, every ping pong machine that you can imagine that we had back when we was growing up, man, back in the 70s and early 80s or whatever. They got all the pinball machines. I got a lot of pictures. I'm gonna have to pull that up. I did make a little video and put it on TikTok, but I'm gonna have to show. I'm gonna have to definitely do a little montage or do something and a slideshow and put that on as far as on my page and show everybody, because I'm trying to get people out there to play. You can pay $15, you can play all day, but it's got every pinball machine, you know, imaginable. It has all the Pac-Mans, you know, regular Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Junior Pac-Man. It's got every Pac-Man game that was ever available. All the machines. I was stunned. And look, and to tell you the truth, I didn't know there was that many Pac-Mans. But it's like 7 of them, I think, that this place had. He had Centipede. He had Galaxy. He had Mortal Kombat. Had every single. There's like, man, that's probably about 75 to 100 machines in that place of games, of arcade games. It's got to be more than that. It is huge. It's at a mill. It's like the market in Taylor, South Carolina. You know, in Greenville, pretty much over on not the north side of Greenville, the east side of Greenville. So I'm definitely going to go over and check it out. And I'm going to take some of my friends, man, and relive the nostalgia of our glory days of when Gen X, you know, us guys was pretty much growing up, man. So, yeah, got to go over there and check that out, man. And I played some games over there. I went to a friend of mine's funeral, of celebration of life over there. My wife, one of my wife's real good friends, a friend of mine too. We both worked with this lady, and she had celebration of life not too long ago over there. Her husband, and we went over there and did celebration of life. But I ended up finding this game room, man, and it was outstanding. And it's like I think you pay $10 or $15 a day, and you can go in there and you can play all day. But they had a bunch of kids in there, grown-ups too, and things. But man, they was having a lot of fun. So I'm definitely gonna have to go and check that out. Raymond Underwood is in the building. What's up, Ray? Ray says, Harry, hello, Harry, and the Straight Up Wrestling family. What's going on, Ray? Good to see you, my man. Ray says, hello, my brother, Magnum. I love shooting pool. Am on a team. Okay, you're on a team, Ray. That's cool. Ryan Armstrong is in the building. What's up, Ryan Armstrong? Why are the Street Profits and the New Day always tag champs at the same time? Wow, that is flat out crazy, Ryan. You know what? I ain't even think about that, Ryan, but you're right. You're exactly right. What is Tony Khan doing? I mean, not Tony. What is Triple H doing with that? What is he doing with that, man? And you know, and I hate to speculate. I hate to speculate on that. I really do. So Triple H, please don't be doing that. Don't do that. I mean, it's like obvious that you're trying to cover up for something. And, you know, hey, I would never call a man, which a lot of people be like, oh, he might be racist. Or, you know, is he racist? Is Triple H racist? I really don't care. I really don't care about that. That's not my thing. But when you do something like that, it just makes you, you know, you sit back and think. I'm like, come on now. Triple H, that don't have to be the case. That don't have to be the case. It's like you trying to appease people, or you doing that because you think, oh, okay, let me give when I give this group a shine, I need to make sure that there's more than one representative. I don't know what you're doing. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Goodness sake, man, I can't. Guys, give me just a second. Judge says, do you TKO will sell to Saudi? Do you think TKO will sell to Saudi once they drain them out? I wouldn't be shocked. Because, you know, hey, TKO Holdings, what is that? It's a holding company. That's what they do. They hold to the highest bidder. That's all they do. They build your company up or whatever, or get what they can get off of it as far as profits go, and then they sell it off to the highest bidder. And they do everything they can to make it more attractive, and they sell it off to the highest bidder. That's what holding companies do. So I wouldn't be shocked. All right, Mike. My man Mike Classic is in the building. What's up, Mike Classic? Says, hey, brother Harry. What's going on, buddy? It's good to see you. All right. Max says, I like to check out that Game Room Arcade. Sounds cool. Hello, brother Ray. Yes, I got a whole bunch of pictures. I'm going to send them to you, too. I'll send them to you and Mag tomorrow. Man, it's outstanding. I mean, it's worth the trip, to tell you the truth. It's worth a trip down here to come play. Man, I haven't seen anything else like it around the country. I'm pretty sure some other people are doing it too. but it's got every game, man. It's like somebody went to Wayhampton Universe, not the universe, but Wayhampton Boulevard, because we have a place that used to sell all the arcade games there. It's like they went there and they collected every arcade game ever that's ever been made and said, let me have these and take them and put them into my building. But yeah, they got everything in there, man. Every game that you want to imagine is in there. And you know, my wife, like, I think Centipede, or I think it was Centipede, one of the games where, you know, they shoot up. It's because Galactica is just like it. It shoot up at the aliens coming down, boom, 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 knocking them all out. But my wife, like Centipede, she was always looking for that ever since we got together all the way back in '88. And you know, the game like disappeared. And I would go places, we would go places, and I would play Miss Pac-Man. That was my favorite game. And I play other things, you know, Donkey Kong and all that. And you know, we was in there and we was looking. She said, Centipede is not in here. And I said, you don't have Centipede? I said, I guess you don't have that. I said, nobody has that. And he said, oh, he pointed to it. It's right over here. And I was like, wow. But man, yeah, he has everything in that building. Everything. Amazing. Amazing. But I'm definitely going to send you guys pictures of that. Straight up. All right, man says AEW stories a week. Straight up, I agree. Yeah, so Mag says, I like to check out that Game Room Arcade. Sounds cool. Hey, hello, Brother Ray. Okay, so Mag wants to check it out. So definitely, I'll be sending that to you, Mag, and I'll be sending it to Ray, too. All right. Yeah, Mag says AEW stories a week, but the wrestling is actually good. That's true. The women have stepped their game up, too. Yes, they have, man. Yes, they have. And Tony Khan, man, big ups to him. When it comes to his pay-per-views, he knows how to put together pay-per-views. He definitely knows how to put together wrestling matches and the order that they should go in as far as in a pay-per-view. But man, yeah, he doesn't have any clue as far as storylines go or stories. And that's going to be his downfall. I hate to say it. It's going to be his downfall. And I see Vince McMahon. They talking about him. Vince McMahon already got his thing coming up, TH1, and that's where Titan Sports was located at when his dad had it. So Vince McMahon is basically already done set that thing up, and he has a whole visual crew. He has a whole production crew already lined up and already hired. So, man, they say they was gonna, you know, it's a sports entertainment company or whatever, and it says they're gonna concentrate on other things. But I don't know. I think this thing gonna be a wrestling. I think it's gonna be wrestling. He's gonna get his line up. It's gonna be wrestling. And once again, I'm gonna say it: the best time to come back to wrestling for Vince McMahon is right now. Wrestling needs Vince McMahon. Sad as it is to say that, wrestling needs Vince McMahon. And I don't know if you guys watched the basketball game a little bit earlier, but the Pacers went off on the Knicks, man. They just went off. And the Knicks was discombobulated. They played everything in bunches. They was bunched up. When they had like 9 minutes left, I'm like, all you guys, and they got the game down to like 11, then to 9. I'm like, all you guys need is 2. Score some 2s, get your rhythm down, and then start scoring 3s. But I don't think these young players really understand that. That's how it works. That's how you get the rhythm down. Is hit the easy shots. Go ahead and hit the easy shots. And then, you know, they just start shooting 3s, just firing up from the outside. Nobody running baseline. That's one thing I don't understand about these young guys, these teams. Nobody run baselines. Nobody runs to the top of the key. You know, they watch one player and everybody bunches up. And so nobody really getting open for these shots. And then when the Pacers get down, they wasn't getting any stops. So I'm like, wow. Then it got to the point with like 6 minutes left to where they had to play for 3, shoot for 3s. And they was cold as ice. So That was crazy. But it was overall, it was a good basketball game until like that last quarter. Gallagher was my favorite. A friend of mine has one in his rec room. Yeah, that they have that too. Yeah, big time. All right, but Mike Classic, do you think Cody Rhodes could have saved AEW? That's how AEW started. No, because the fans wouldn't let him save it. The fans wouldn't let him save it. Could he save it now if he went there? Yes. The fans will love him, man, but the fans are really upset and they think he turned his back on AEW, but that's not the case. They wanted him to turn heel. Cody does not need to be a heel, straight up. But one thing I will say about it in AEW, I think it would have been good for him to turn heel maybe over in AEW. Go ahead and give the fans what they want, because he could have been like Dusty Rhodes, been a heel and did some serious damage and then come back and be the greatest love wrestler of all time, man. One of the greatest love wrestlers, just like his dad. You know, you can't come back from it. But in WWE, I hope he doesn't never do that. All right, look at Anthony Barnes is pretty much putting on a great match. Who's he wrestling? Is that him or Okada? All right, that's pretty cool. All those wrestlers Triple H let go 2 weeks ago will probably go work for Vince McMahon. I agree, man. Yeah, you know what? Vince is not telling anybody anything. He just, you know, he's going to be grabbing up the talent that's out there, and he's probably going to grab up some indie guys. And if it comes down, okay, Takada got the win. I'm going to go ahead and give that one 2.5 stars, guys. I'll give this match 2.5 stars. Kushida, Takada. Well, I'm calling him the Takada. Okada just now beat Anthony Barnes. I'll give it 2.5 stars. Yeah, I'm 100% with you on that, Mag. Those guys that they let go a few weeks ago, a couple weeks back, they will all go work for Vince. No ands, ands, or buts about that. But AEW is actually the one that's looking like a wrestling show. It's just they need help as far as storylines go. Everybody knows that. But they look like a wrestling show. I hate to say it, but WWE right now, that doesn't look like a wrestling show, guys. Once again, I'm gonna say it. It looks like American Gladiators, the circus or something like that. The circus is in town. And what's bad about it is the WWE, every single match ends right now. It seems like every single one of the matches are ending in an attack. Every single match. It's sad. And that's not a storyline. Attacks is not a storyline. So I hope they get away from that. And in my opinion, they got that from AEW. Let's keep the fans off balance. And the fans can't complain if every week somebody, we just attacking people. The fans is not going to complain too much. The fans complain when things are going well and there's an actual storyline. That's when fans actually complain. They'll complain if you mess that storyline up. But right now, all I can say is WWE is being lazy. They are being lazy with the way they're booking these shows. Yeah, Max says, I agree. Okada's match gets 2.5 stars. Mike Classic says, Cody found out Tony Khan was a spoiled brat. That's true. 100%. And I appreciate everybody coming in and hitting that like button here on YouTube. Hit that like, share, join. If you're on Facebook and here on YouTube and Twitch, hit that like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, ding, 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 so you know we're on like times like these. Appreciate everybody coming in here. Let me see what time it is. But guys, my wife, I am in a bedroom. I could adjourn to the into the den, and finish this up. But I'm in the bedroom. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off. It's late tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and finish watching this thing. And tomorrow I will come on and I'll talk about the rest of AEW Collision. and I'll talk a little bit about some other things that happened. I didn't get to watch. I watched SmackDown, a few other matches. I will get on and talk about some other things that I actually wanted to talk about. I didn't think AEW Collision was going to come on, so at the last minute I saw it was coming on, so I went ahead and put this background behind me. I saw it was coming on, but I just was going to get on here and talk a little bit about wrestling, talk about the basketball game that was going on. But hey, AEW Collision came on, so I decided to do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed tonight because I think my wife wants to go to church tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for that. I'm gonna go ahead and get to bed, try to get some rest tonight, and we will continue this on tomorrow night, guys. But I'll see you guys here soon. But hey, I don't know if Christopher Burton, he really don't have the time that I have to do this, but I'm going all the way back to Starrcade, man. And I'm going to go through all the old WCW, the NWA, Jim Crockett Promotions. I'm going to go through their pay-per-views, and then I'm going to go through some of the old WWF pay-per-views, WCW pay-per-views, and so on. But I'm trying to do a few different things and podcasts in some other places, do some different things that we usually do that we used to do that we're not doing now. So I'm trying to do a few different things and try to get Christopher Burton involved in that too, and maybe go downtown and shoot downtown while we're filming. Maybe get that new camera, that iPod that follows you around, so I can get up and walk around, talk about wrestling. And I'm about to get into the gym, seriously get back into the gym and get back into the best shape I can get into. So we'll be going there and probably a podcast from the gym too, time to time. So I definitely want to do some things, and because there's a lot of stuff to talk about as far as wrestling go, a lot of things from the past that we could talk about, so many things. And another thing about the WWE, all these commercials are out of hand big time. But hey, it is what it is. That's what TKO Holdings is giving us. TKO Holdings and Endeavor, they only care about the bottom line, guys. That's a holding company. If you ever work for a holding company, and Chris, he works for a holding company right now. I appreciate that, Magnum Mag says have a good night. But everybody here, have a good night. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys a little bit later. Stay straight up. Peace.